the Yards, a sports cars and sports podcast. I'm here today with Sam. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I haven't seen you since the Astros won, so yay on that. We did talk about that last time, but
Yes. You and I
the
did.
parade, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I'm just so glad that they won, because losing more World Series than you won sucks. So they got that out of the way.
Yeah. I know my aunt was extremely happy. She called me because she's a diehard Astros fan,
Uh-huh.
but she lives in Arkansas.
Okay.
And because I live down here, she goes, hey, I need you to get me all the shirts you can, all the hats, all the rings, whatever. Like,
And there's a lot of them.
Just stock up for
Yeah.
me. And I'm like, well, this is like Christmas and birthdays for the next 7 years.
Sure. There's a lot of different T-shirt designs, and Academy was ready to go.
Yes. They had them out and they were ready.
Yeah, and
Did you have a favorite design?
I like the one that says, I think "Bring It Back
Yeah.
Home" or whatever,
Something like
or
that.
"Back Home Where It Belongs."
Yeah, something about back
with,
home.
with Texas. I mean, as a pompous Texan, it's always good to have Texas in there somewhere. You know, just because you gotta remind them. You gotta remind them that it's not New York
Well, it hasn't
or
been
California.
I was gonna say it hasn't been New York in a hot minute. It feels
No,
like.
it's been California recently though.
Yeah.
But amazingly, people still think we cheated. Okay.
I mean, isn't that the way it always went? It always goes
What-
when you have a unknown, so to speak,
Right.
name that's been, you know who they are. They've got good
Sure.
teams, they've got good players, and they kind of do well, and they're like, oh, they won, they had to have cheated. It's got to be steroids, or it's got to be enhancements, or it's got to be, the bats are not as weighted as much. Like it's like that with every sport. I feel like
It is, but like, when are people gonna let this go? 40 years? Never. Like, I don't go
I mean,
to.
do they let the Babe Ruth trade go?
No.
Exactly.
But I don't go to White Sox games and go sellouts because they threw the World Series in 1909. Maybe I should. Maybe I should now.
Is the curse of the Cubs ever gonna actually leave?
Well, they won. They won, so
Yeah, but
Yeah.
does that mean the curse
no, that Billy
doesn't
Goat
exist?
is gonna haunt them forever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's just part of baseball.
It's part of the lore now, right?
It's part of the superstition of baseball.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna, it's gonna be the Astros things. If they ever win, they cheated.
We should have just fully embraced it and had Orbit become Oscar the Grouch.
Oh,
Just
that would have been super cool.
Like surrounded him with a trash can. I mean, there's still time because they still think we cheated apparently. So
Put like a big trap. You know what? Because of the new Space City themes and stuff,
Yeah.
instead of a trash can, it could be like he's an alien from outer space.
yeah,
Do like a whole big space suit.
yeah.
But make it look like a trash can. That would be kind of cool.
One of the Angels affiliates, unfortunately, has one of the coolest minor league mascots, which is because they're in Alabama. And There's
Yeah.
like a Rocket City Trash Pandas
Oh my
in
gosh!
honor of Rocket Raccoon.
Yes.
Just trying to skirt by the trademarks there, but yeah.
Hey,
But it's a rocket flying into space in a trash
Super
can.
cool.
Yeah, but it's the Angels, so we don't root for them.
California.
Right. Well, so we'll just go ahead and jump into baseball, and I'll get back to the hobby stuff in a second. But so kind of a little aftermath, if you will,
Yeah.
from the World Series. Verlander won his third Cy-Young.
Yes, I see that.
Only just a handful of pitchers to ever win 3 or more. He's getting up there in age. He was kind of like, it was uncertain, obviously, before the Tommy John surgery, like how
Right.
long he had left. Now it looks like maybe 2 or 3 years. He opted out of his contract to test free agency. He wants like a 3-year, $120 million deal like Scherzer got. So,
I don't know that that's going to happen for him though.
well, would you do it just almost as like a compensatory award, just to keep the team together, or would you just go ahead and build the future?
I mean, you always, as a manager of any kind of sports facility, you always want to look towards the future. But you also have to look towards your veterans to see,
Sure.
Can they help build that future? Because Verlander's great. It's fantastic. He's got some great young pitchers under him too. Am I willing to get that veteran experience to these rookies, to these young guns, to be like, hey, don't worry if you mess up. Don't worry if you don't pitch a no-hitter. Don't worry if you don't, if you
Right.
get some errors or things in them. It happens. You're in baseball,
Sure.
or am I willing to throw that away to have young guns and just to build off of that?
Maybe.
Because, I mean, either way you look at it, you've got pros and cons.
Yeah.
So, as if it was me, I wouldn't keep Verlander. I wouldn't. Because I would want to put my faith in those new guys and those young kids that says, hey, yeah, we had Verlander. Verlander helped us. He did great. We were so thankful for him, and he will always be an Astro. But you are our future. Because if you don't give those new guys confidence, what are they? They're just going to sit in the bullpen and be like, well, I'm never going to get any playtime. I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be as good. I'm not. And that's the mentality we don't want in our pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
If we keep those veterans in our roster and keep them on board, even if they're not actually pitching or anything, they're always going to be a comparison between Verlander and, Martinez.
There always will be.
There's always going to be a comparison. And if you get rid of that person you're trying to compare them to, they have no one to fight but them for themselves.
Yeah.
They have to prove themselves, which I think makes them better players.
But really, it's all about money, and it's about investing, $40 million a year for a pitcher who may not have a full season again. I mean,
yeah.
He's a workhorse, no doubt.
Oh yeah, no, he is.
But you could
1,000%.
You could put that money towards, re-signing Javier to the long-term deal, Frommer to the long-term deal, because that free agency is coming. Keeping the young core together, all that. But either way, look, he won Sigh-Young.
Options.
He had a great season.
Yeah.
Awesome. Astros had several award winners.
They did.
Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez won Silver Slugger for their respective positions in the American League. And then Jeremy Pena.
Yeah, you can't forget that boy.
Everyone's favorite Raising Cane's window operator. Did you see him just break the whole system? It was ridiculous.
I saw the news outlet about it because I was flipping through channels trying to find something, and because my husband Rick is, he's a Astros boy. Mm-hmm. Well, he's more of a Texans fan, or a Rangers fan, but he supports the hometown team.
Okay.
He's like, we gotta watch, and I was like, listen. What they did, it was great. I'm super glad that he's giving back to the community, and that's great as a baseball player to give back to the community and things like that. But man, they did not need that.
No, I mean, but he just signed a deal with them, so it's kind of like he's the ambassador now. That's fine.
And I hope, don't get me wrong, I love my Raising Cane's. That sauce, delicious. But, man.
And also,
I bet you that was a crazy day for that Raising Cane's.
Oh, yeah. I bet you it was nuts.
I'm one of those people, if he would have came in here, I would have been like, listen, you can sit here, look as pretty as you want, but I'm going to I need to do this because it's going to drive me nuts.
And also, don't stick your hand in the, fryer or anything and screw up your career. So what's next for him? He's going to be a spokesperson for the American Heart Association. He's gonna sponsor those really crappy chalk tasting Valentine's hearts, all that stuff for February. It's fantastic. Look, great. So tonight, as we record this on Thursday,
yes,
the MVP is going to be decided. Yordan Alvarez has been announced as a finalist. I think is going to finish 3 out of 3. I think he's going to finish third behind Shohei Ohtani, who's we've already mentioned Babe Ruth. Yeah. But look, Judge is going to take it. So
I don't know. I have a feeling their number one is going to surprise us all.
Okay.
I don't think that it's going to be who we think it is. I think it's going to be a mystery, and it's going to surprise us.
I don't see how it's not Judge coming off that 62 home run season, but we'll see. Maybe a bunch of bitter Yankees fans that they didn't win anything. Did I mention that they haven't won this episode?
They did not win.
No, they didn't win.
They didn't even make it.
No, they didn't. But that'll be and it'll be interesting to see how the market goes. We were
Yeah.
rumored to pick up Rizzo, and then like almost seconds later, after I heard that rumor, it's like the Yankees re-signed him. So
Yeah, no, I don't think. I think the Astros will have a good choice of who they want coming off
maybe,
of this World Series
yeah,
win, but I think a lot of it's just a lot of their money is going to go back into their own players
yeah,
to keep them here.
yeah. Uh, we'll see what happens because I don't know that there's a lot of superstars we could kind of bring into this situation without mortgaging our future, as you said. So
Yep.
we'll see. But that's the future. We're going to talk about the MLB past and a couple big items sold.
Yes.
One was the earliest Ty Cobb bat ever known to exist.
I
Got
know.
$1 million at auction.
I was-
It was in really good shape.
I was watching that because I was like, I just want to know what it goes for. I
Yeah.
will never, like, and it's Ty Cobb.
Yeah.
Like, baseball royalty
Baseball,
right there. Just like, come on, you can't not watch it. But for that, I was like, ooh.
But then Babe Ruth's glove went
saw
for
that
$1.5
too.
million.
I did. And I was like, that's surprising to me,
Yeah.
considering it's a glove.
Mm-hmm.
And memorabilia items usually tend to do better than cards when it comes to our royalties, or
Sure.
who we think of as, sports royalty.
Yeah.
Memorabilia items always do much better. But for that to get 1.5, but then the Mickey Mantle card go for, what was it, 12?
12
Like,
million,
that
yeah.
blows my mind that a card went more than a memorabilia item.
Yeah, it just depends on what the person with money at that time wants, I guess.
I
But
guess that's true.
I would love to know. They have to play catch with that glove at least once, right? Like maybe in like a air conditioned, safe environment. But
Right,
they
like
they
one
got
of
to do
those
it.
like sealed,
like hermetically sealed
Right.
hallways in a hospital or something. But they
went
have
to
to
the
do
like
it.
Library of Congress and their little like safety,
They-
little safety rooms or something.
They got to do it. I got to give a shout out to the Houston Rockets because they're on an insane hot streak.
They are.
They've won one game in a row.
I'm so proud of them.
They're 3-12.
So proud
They're
of
the worst
them.
team in the NBA, but they beat the Dallas Mavericks, and that's all that matters. It's kind of like
is like, it's one of those mind-boggling things because every team's gonna win, every team's gonna lose. You expect that out of sports because
Right.
not every team's gonna have a perfect season, But it's just Dallas.
Well, it's not surprising because
Really?
Luka was out, so it really just
That's
exposes that okay, he's got no one around. They set a record for shooting 20% from the field. That is crazy. I mean, that is like they all looked so sad on the bench. I was happy about it. I mean, the Rockets had 7 players in double figure scoring.
Yep.
Jalen Green and KPJ leading the way with 17 points each. I've said this 1,000 times already. It's going to be a long season, but we have really good talent. And whenever we do get beat, it's always because Paul George or someone else, like the team superstar,
Yes.
steps up. Well, they didn't
Yep.
have their superstar this time when we finally won. So
Yep.
maybe that's the key: is just to schedule games only when the other team's star is injured. That might be.
It could be the underlying factor where they're like, "Ooh, this guy didn't play. We need to get them sick. We need to send them care packages."
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll see. Again, long season.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to the Texans. Still only have 1 win, which is now tied with the amount of losses that the Eagles have because Washington beat them somehow.
I know. That game just like blew my mind.
It was weird.
Blew my mind.
I don't understand it. I kept telling Lou the last couple episodes, like, we're going to talk about soccer. But then we're both like, we don't know much about soccer, but I did some research.
You
So,
did?
yeah, so I'm just going to. So World Cup's coming up.
Yes, it starts Sunday.
Qatar versus Ecuador.
Yes.
So Qatar is the host.
Yes.
Oh, my whole life up until like a year ago, I pronounced it Qatar because it's Qatar.
Yeah.
And I only knew about it because I used to play like FIFA 96, like way back
Right.
on PlayStation 1. But so yeah, they're the host. USA is in a pretty tough group in Group B.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I mean, they got Wales, they have England, and they
Mm-hmm.
have Iran, which is just an interesting mix. Like, basically, geographically, politically, all the full spectrum. It's going to be interesting. Um, I think they make it out of their group. I think England beats them, but I'm hoping for a victory or a tie against Wales and then a victory
I
against
I
Iran.
honestly hope for just a tie with Wales because Wales, if you've watched them,
They're getting better.
they're getting better every game.
they
Like they
are.
just leaps and bounds keep getting better every game. So
Uh-huh.
I am hopeful for a tie. Do I think we'll win? Something majorly has to go wrong for Wales for us to win, but I'm hoping for a tie.
I just hope we don't go in there like asleep. Well,
Yeah,
you know,
like-
and get buried like 3-0 in the first half or
And
something.
it's crazy. The brackets, the World Cup brackets for this is
Mm-hmm.
just like phenomenal. And it's crazy the different, countries and different teams and the different brackets. And
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know a lot about soccer myself. I love watching it,
Mm-hmm.
but there are a couple of like small teams that I'm just rooting for. I hope they just Cinderella story this.
Yeah, I think it's kind of tailor made for Brazil and France to
Yeah.
be the top two. I'm picking Brazil overall, but as far as like stuff that affects the hobby or who to watch out for, I put together a group of names, but I think it's names we're already gonna know. But
Yeah.
Messi from Argentina because
I mean,
this is
you
last
can't-
hurrah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like that's
And then-
that's the person to look for.
Right,
'Cause
and-
it's his last year.
And most likely Cristiano Ronaldo
Yes.
from Portugal.
Yes.
And Argentina, not super successful in the Messi era in international play.
No.
Portugal could make some waves in it.
I think they're gonna do better than we all think they are.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, not if you have your Cinderella story though.
That's
Like,
true.
not if a couple of teams come
Not if
and
those,
disappoint them.
those little teams.
Yeah, but and then France Mbappe, of
Yes.
course, and he's been the best, and he's getting
He
better.
has been on his game.
And then I'm scared of England because I love Harry Kane. I
Oh
think
my
Harry
gosh.
Kane's like such an explosive player.
I like the way he like you said, he's explosive. He just goes out there and it's like a TNT stick just like
Yeah,
is there.
yeah. And then I just, as a homer, put
Mm-hmm.
Christian Pulisic because look, he's got to step up, or we're gonna go home early.
Oh.
I just want to get out of the group. Like
You
in
just
my
wanna
in
get
my
out of
in,
Group B.
in my bracket, I have us getting second in Group B, which would pair us against Holland, who I picked to win their group.
Okay.
And we get beat by Holland. But
Yeah.
that's okay, because that means we would be a top 16 team in the world, right? And our current ranking is 16, so
If
adds
we
up.
can get in that top 16, I think we do good.
Well, and going from not being in the World Cup 4 years ago to
Yes.
getting out of group play,
Yes.
that's enough
That's
for me.
enough for all of us in the U.S.
That's enough for me. We're going to go ahead and switch it to cards because my favorite product of the year came out. But before we get to that,
Yes.
is there anything that you want to tell people to come out and grab here?
Listen, come on and grab all of it. But as he said, our favorites,
Yeah.
is this Allen and Ginter.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I am a huge fan of these cards. I like the new players on the old style cards. I'm the same way with Heritage. Like, I love Heritage cards because it's old style cards, 60s, 70s, 80s style cards with these new players. I absolutely love them. The other thing is the Topps Cosmic Chrome in baseball. We only got one box in and someone has already purchased it.
okay.
But they did open it. Those cards, gorgeous.
Yeah?
I mean, just the colors alone, even the base are just fantastic. I love them. Another one that I really liked that has recently come out is the name now escapes me. I can see the box.
What does it look like?
It's a black box. Oh, the Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man box.
Yeah, we opened some of the, like, Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes,
Yeah.
those cards.
If you
are
love that
awesome.
movie, it's a great card set.
It's a great card set. But those
90
are
card set,
those
easy
are my
to build.
top because we really haven't had much I mean, football was great, but we haven't really had much come in yet. And it's because of baseball season ending, and we've gotten those cards in. Soccer is slowly coming in.
And to be honest, we're still getting
we're still getting some
the
of the
last
big ones.
of the basketball from last year, right?
Yes. And basketball's still coming in, but we don't have any yet. We did have someone sold out, but the Panini Prism World Cup. Boxes. I've seen a couple of them open. They are fantastic cards. Fantastic.
Those are just going to heat up over the next few weeks. So
they're going to sell out quick.
I can't wait for Monday for United States first game. We'll see what happens.
It's going to be on. I'm going to have it on the TV here.
And and you'll have a big sale coming up.
So yes. Saturday and Sunday is HGA Day. So HGA, hybrid grading approach, is coming from Tennessee. So Saturday is TCG part. They're going to have for Pokemon and Magic and all of the things over there. They're going to come and talk. And then on Sunday, we're going to come and do the sports card side. So we're going to have raffles. We're going to have free gifts. They're going to come and talk about their cards and things like that.
Excellent.
So we're going to do that. And then Black Friday
going to be crazy.
Is going to be cray-cray. We will be closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving. Everybody say a prayer for your families and ours as we all travel. But Friday, we are opening at 10 a.m. I'm sure we'll already have a line. We had a line last year. But everything in the store is 25% off.
Okay.
And we will be running specials throughout the day. So the first 3 hours, we're doing a special. And then we'll do another special the next 3 hours. And we'll just kind of keep going. We haven't quite decided which... Like, we know which discounts and stuff we're going to do. We just haven't decided what part of the days we're going to do them in yet. But definitely get here and sit in line, however you have to, because memorabilia is going to be what most of the discounts are going to be out throughout the day.
All right.
Because we've got jerseys, we've got footballs, baseballs, helmets, mini helmets. We have all kinds of stuff. But yeah, and then Cyber Monday... We have stuff on e-com and on our eBay site that is all going to be going off hard.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a lot to look forward to. The Black Friday sale.
Yes.
Definitely get in here early.
Get here early.
Get your Christmas shopping done a month early. Just relax.
I'm one of those that my Christmas shopping is done in like April.
Yeah.
I do the after New Year's sale and just buy everything.
Sure.
And then, because... Don't get me wrong, Black Friday, you get some great freaking deals.
Yeah.
But after New Year's, it's super cheap.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with... I think there's usually one or two people I have to wait to buy for. But like this year, I'm buying more baby stuff because my stepdaughter is having baby number 2 in April.
Okay.
So we're buying baby stuff. We don't know genders or anything yet, but... We're just getting gender neutral.
Getting ready.
Things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Getting ready, and then their big brother Alex will be 2 in February. So it's like, what do I get? Christmas, and then right around the corner is their birthdays. Yeah. So what can I do?
Well, excellent. So lots of stuff going on in the store. All right, let's open some of these packs of Allen and Ginter.
You want to do a pack war since we each got 3 packs?
No, I don't want to do a pack war. I'm trying to build a base set.
You wanted the sandwiches.
And also, I don't know, in this case, there's not a lot. There is serial number stuff that's very rare.
That's true.
So I don't really know how to pack war it.
The best sandwich wins?
Yeah, but that is such a subjective thing.
I know. Okay, I'll go first.
So we'll say it's an oddball set. Tons and tons and tons of baseball players, obviously. 300 card base set. 350 when you count the SPs that are like 1 and 2 packs.
Yes.
And then lots of mini cards and crazy stuff. So
it's crazy. All their stuff is crazy.
Okay, so normally we do the breaks every other one, so we did the break last time, so I didn't set up a camera for that.
That's fine.
okay.
So do you want me to set up a camera, or you just want to show them to the camera?
We can just show them to the camera.
Either way, what do you think? I mean,
I'm just going to show my awesome ones. This one, look at this.
Okay,
Kate Brown.
So you have to stop and then start over with what you're doing.
Oh. Results-based fitness. That's what she is. She's the CEO. I have.
Okay, so we have to stop.
Yeah, no, I'm stopped.
Well, you still going?
Sorry, I'm talking to myself more than anything.
Okay, well, so you have to stop as though you didn't open it.
Oh,
You're
okay.
opening it
So I
when
have
I
to.
stopped y'all.
I have to
Yeah.
pretend. Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay, so then we'll go from that.
Okay.
Okay. Go. So
Okay,
just-
we're gonna just now open because I can do that because I'm one of those weird. Oh look at that. We were talking about Sigh-Young earlier.
Yeah.
The Cy
Oh,
Young.
a team that didn't win the World Series this year. Look.
L.A. Dodgers.
Yeah.
2013 Cy Young. Kershaw.
Is that banner season?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kershaw. I love these. These
Yeah.
things are really neat. These little like small fruits.
The minis, yeah.
The minis.
Tobacco throwbacks.
Yes, these are. This one's a jackfruit. Is what it's called.
There's all kinds of crazy sets. I love it because I love baseball, but I love weird stuff too. And so you can get like dinosaur fossils and
Those are my two good
gemstones
cards.
and all kinds of stuff in here. Okay.
Those are just my two good ones.
There would be no way to do a pack war with this. I don't think. I mean, we would have to really set parameters on this.
Like specific parameters.
Yeah, absolutely. But I do like just the, like you said, simple classic design.
I know, right? Isn't that just nice?
Yeah. And then on the back, you've got interesting information about them.
Yep.
Definitely not like
Have their
stat heavy or
runs, their
anything, but-
hits, doubles, triples, home runs, stolen bases, batting averages. Like, that's pretty neat to come out of just regular baseball cards. I know. Look at that.
You know who that is?
Schuster?
Yeah. Do you know who it is?
Golf, isn't it?
No. Better. Curling.
Oh, my goodness.
Where else are you going to get a curling card? Well, probably like the Topps Winter
Topps
Olympics.
winner.
But
yeah.
nowhere in no other baseball set will you get a curler. That's for sure.
I mean, they use sticks, right?
Yeah. Rookie design here. I noticed like last year they made the rookie logo smaller and so many people complained.
Yes.
So now it's
They've kind
bigger.
of made it a little bit bigger.
And just FYI, Jeremy Pena is in here, but it's a short print. So,
Oh.
but
I don't even
Julio Rodriguez and some of the other ones, there's a Big Poppy.
Big Poppy.
I'm just kind of pulling the ones of note here. We've got a
Who is that?
Brooks Robinson,
Oh, look at that.
a throwback, and that is a Allen and Ginter back. So I mean, this set is also ripe with parallels.
It is. It's super cool.
Yes.
Look at that.
This is a set called It's Your Special Day. And this is
National
for
Potato Day.
National Potato Chip Day.
Look at that.
So again, not for everybody.
No,
But
it's
it's
a
really
cute
for
little pack.
but it's really for everybody.
Yeah.
So
I like them. They're really cute. And I love the mini cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's part of the Allen and Ginter that I really like. But
more? No?
more?
Okay, yeah. Again, lots of artists, musicians, actors, curlers, apparently.
Yeah. Hey, look. I got a little Alvarez. I'll set him there.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, so this is Ian. He's a musician. Grushka. He's a founding member and bass player for the Florida rock band New Found Glory.
Okay.
That's
a throwback of a band.
yeah. Oh,
For
and then I
sure.
got another little one. Ooh, Westman. Globally celebrated tattoo artist. Luke Westman. And look, I got a curler too. He's even in the curler stance.
That is hilarious. Multiple curlers in this set. Another banner season.
Another banner season.
This is a pretty big set, though. 300 base cards,
I know.
350 with the SPs, and then I think all those 350 have a mini.
I'm pretty sure everyone
then
has a
there's
mini.
extra minis from 351 to 400, so
Yes.
it gets pretty big. But so you shouldn't get a lot of repeats, which is good.
I mean, players you might.
And there's
but-
some classic players too, like Chipper Jones.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with popular culture, and there's just people I'm not knowing, but this is Dubner,
Steven?
an author, Stephen Dubner, yeah,
Mm.
renowned journalist and author. Okay, well, so you can actually learn stuff from opening these two. Got a Syndergaard,
know.
a Murray, another mini of Brian Reynolds,
Neat.
and then a pitching a gym, Shohei Ohtani.
That's
Who
pretty
again?
neat.
I still think
Yeah.
is going to finish
You're
second
gonna think second.
over Alvarez. Yeah, I
And
don't
then-
want it to be so, but this guy's like a generational talent.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy. I think that's it for today.
I got one more.
Oh,
I'm
I
going-
do too, but I want to save mine.
That's fine. I'm going for it. We'll see.
See who your last ones are.
Yeah. McCullers
Yeah.
from a World Series winning team. That's good. Always. Oh, that guy didn't. He didn't win.
He didn't win, but he
Nope.
played.
Harper. Nope. Another classic player, Steve Carlton.
Yes.
Up and coming rookie, Johan Duran.
Johan.
Ooh, super classic.
Super. Reggie.
Reggie Jackson.
Look at that mini.
Yeah, just a regular J.P. Crawford mini. And
Oh,
then
look, you got one too.
I did of Roger Clemens.
Now that is royalty.
Yep, so I enjoy that set.
And I just like the different colors and the different, like we saw, we've both got curlers. I got a musician. I got a
Curlers,
tattoo
yeah.
artist. I mean, all kinds of goodies.
So ridiculous. We'll end it on a glossary term.
Yeah.
Let's go with oddball cards because I said it. So oddball cards would be you could have oddballs in the sense of like sandwich cards and curlers or whatever.
Right.
But you can also have like a set you would get from like Dunkin' Donuts in 1982. That would be
Yes.
an oddball set too, or candy bar
Yes.
cards or
They have
coming
a
back
lot
into
of
fashion.
those. I know in the 90s they had a lot of those depending on,
Yeah.
what
Regional, right?
regionals.
Like
they
gas
were.
stations
Yes,
and all
gas
kinds of stuff.
stations, Texaco's, Phillips, those, what was the dinosaur one? The Sunco?
Sunco, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you just had all kinds of oddball cards.
Absolutely. Well, that will do it for us on Cards the Yards today. Thanks, Sam, for
No
joining me.
problem.
And I'm Mark, and we'll see you next time on Cards the Yards.
Well, gang, that's all for today's episode. So join us next week. Cars to Yards, brought to you by the Adventure Stadium, and the adventure begins. Again, we're located off 1488 and Woodland Square Boulevard. See you next time.